Hey all, Pete here. This is the second video in this same location. We just dispatched this mink, but I want to show you the cubby that I made for it. I showed it in another video, but I didn't talk too much about it. But I just used some rocks to make a cubby for a mink. And mink sets, cubby sets for mink with natural stuff, in my opinion, are the best way to catch mink. I have mink boxes. I made a video about mink boxes, and occasionally I catch mink in mink boxes, but along these creeks that I trap, honestly, for every one mink I catch in a mink box, I'll probably catch 10 in natural cubbies, okay? So there's the cubby I made with rocks, okay? Just some of the terrain here. If you look, we've got a big open pool right here. Over there is another good place for a cubby set for mink. You could see it on the where the bank juts out a little bit, and there's a place that goes back in. That's not bad, but I have to do a lot more guiding right there, or dig a deep pocket, dig a deep hole if I'm going to put one there. So instead, come over here, and we got a natural. There's some rocks coming out into the creek here, and then I just used some of them to make a little cubby right there, and it's perfect. We've caught 2 mink and a raccoon here in a week. And when I've water trapped other places along this exact creek, but just other stretches of it, in a mile stretch, I might catch a couple mink. This little stretch through here, it's a half mile. Last year I caught 8 mink in here in 2 weeks. And that's why I think there aren't any muskrats. So we didn't set for muskrats this year. We just came in for a week to get the mink, and then did a lot of coon and skunk and stuff like that trapping, because the landowner here lets me trap and hunt down here as long as I keep the nest raider populations down. And mink aren't a huge nest raider, you know, they're more of a predator on muskrats and stuff, but I've got a lot of coon traps in here, and we set some mink traps to try to help the muskrats rebound a little bit. So I'm gonna lift this mink up out of the water here. It's a medium-sized mink. You know, he's not giant, you know, but he's not tiny. I've caught a lot bigger mink down here than that one, but he's a good sized mink. We're going to skin him and probably have him tanned. My niece Lily is learning how to trap. There she is. She's very excited. She's a championship basketball player. She's really active in her church. She called me a couple weeks ago and said she wanted to learn how to trap. So a crazy old uncle can't say no to that, right? So anyway, when you set your goals each year for trapping, I know everybody likes to set goals on numbers and stuff like that, but set a goal like I do every year to teach somebody how to trap, preferably someone younger, so we can keep this tradition alive, especially in places like Idaho that was built on trapping and beaver trapping and stuff like that. So set a goal to teach people to trap. Remember, God is great, guns are good, freedom is precious.